Hello and welcome back. This is the Gamer 2.0. We're going to be continuing on with Fallout New Vegas. We're on the hard difficulty setting in hardcore mode. So we're going to head into Vault 11, and this is a vault that definitely has one of the worst experiments that was performed by Vault-Tec. So in this experiment, they decided to basically have it to where every single person in the vault was just going to be kind of like just a normal, average, everyday person. But the issue was that in order to keep the vault running, they needed to essentially vote to have someone. Well, they didn't have to vote; they just needed to pick somebody in order to sacrifice to keep the vault up and running and make sure that everything was running smoothly in the vault. No one knew about this right up until the Overseer basically kind of let everyone in the vault know, and the people of the vault were so upset they decided to make the Overseer the one who was going to be the sacrifice. So the first sacrifice was the Overseer. Now, the thing is that they could not decide on how to choose the next Overseer. So what they ended up doing was they ended up basically kind of saying that the Overseer was going to be the person that was always going to be the sacrifice, and in order to pick the Overseer, they would basically have elections. In these elections, they knew that they were basically voting for someone to die, so that's why they had these kind of posters that say like "I hate Nate," and you just kind of see all the different propaganda around the rest of the vault. So Glover has done nothing wrong. Vote for Stone. So you can just kind of see that it's just kind of a big "don't vote for me" kind of thing. So rumors about Haley are baseless. Vote Stone for Overseer. So yeah, they're basically just kind of going around trying to not be the one that voted out. And this goes on for actually quite a while. It's not until they're down to only a couple of vault residents left that they finally decided, okay, we're not going to be sacrificing anybody anymore. There's only a few of us left. Might as well just kind of go down with the ship. So
that's enough of that.
They chose to not sacrifice anybody, and at the very end, the vault basically kind of just opens up and says, "Congratulations, you guys have demonstrated that you value human life, and you're free to leave." So it was basically just a giant ploy, because the makers of the vaults didn't really think that people would be willing to vote people off like that as frequently as they actually did. And they ended up finding out that they didn't have to vote anybody off, and if they just had basically said, "Alright, we're not doing this," no one would have died, and there would have been more than just the few people left in the vault. And the thing is that actually as we go through this vault, we will need to pick up some items specifically for the quest that we're currently on. And in order to get those items, I believe I actually need to head down into the sacrificial chamber, where you kind of get to see kind of the last moments of the person that was basically sent in there. Which, it's not a great way to go. But it was one of those things that I can go in and actually hopefully survive. It is a difficult fight, but it actually is made so that you can survive and you can kind of get out of it. I do hope that Veronica have any issues and won't die on me. And hopefully her having the power armor will give her enough survivability to not have to worry about it. But this is just a hope. And I have no idea, just because it's a lot of stuff. I almost activated that computer, but it is a booby trap terminal. So I do not want to activate that. Alright. But yeah, it is absolutely a very awful experiment they performed here. Cost a lot of people lives and probably some very traumatized people afterwards. Now the thing is though is that when you actually go in, you kind of realize that they could have just basically let the person out the back and none of the people in there would be none the wiser, because it's basically set up to where you have not only an extermination protocol, but they also like clean up the body too, so that way there's never a body that's just kind of like left in there. So if they were willing to do that, I mean, you might as well just let the person out, because heading out into the wasteland is kind of a dangerous proposition in and of itself, and if someone doesn't really have survival skills, it's more or less a death sentence anyway. But at least this way they get to at least kind of fight for their survival rather than just kind of being ambushed and essentially killed, because that is all that's really there at that point. But let's go ahead, just kind of continue looking through here. I do kind of have to be a little bit careful, because after that booby trap terminal, that probably means that there's going to be other booby traps that I need to worry about.
That's enough of that.
Alright, so I am starting to take a little bit of damage here, so let's go ahead and check my limb status. Limbs seem to be okay. So if I just use just a doctor's bag now, I do have a lot more points in medicine than I did before. Let's see how much it heals. Not a huge amount, but it's passable for now. And then let's go ahead and just eat some food, drink some water. Just kind of heal up some of that health. And I'm starting to kind of suffer a little bit from that radiation, so probably going to want to... Looks like I want a lot of dirty water. So probably going to want to take a red away here. Just drink some purified water then. And take a rat away. Stuff looks good for now. Right away should take care of that. Couple of knives. Alright. You still healthy? Yeah, you're full health. Alright. So Veronica is actually a pretty strong companion, and don't need to worry about her too much, but she is a melee character, so she does have to get like right up into an enemy's face in order to deal damage. 2 future weapons today. That is great, because I can sell that, because I do not use energy weapons. Which actually, that reminds me, did I ever use that Nikola Tesla? I think there's another book in here anyway that I can read them both together. So, just kind of keep looking around here. Let's see what we got in this room. Some bottle cap. traps. Alright, doesn't look like there's anything too special in this one. Definitely going to be taking all these jumpsuits because I can turn them into Vault 21 for some free money. Alright, well there's a password in there.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and give her all the cigarettes that I'm carrying. All those lunch boxes, because I did not put those away, and those each weigh a pound. Alright. And I'm gonna give her all my Vault suits. Go ahead, repair up my grease lighting. Alright, I think I should be pretty good. Alright, so I already checked this room. I guess I just didn't check the dressers that were on the floor. As we can kind of see, this vault is pretty messed up when it comes to just its general state at this point. Let's see here. Nope, can't activate these. Kind of sitting up on the top of that locker, waiting for someone to come in, I guess. Those missiles are always super heavy, but an extra stealth boy is actually very welcome. So from the state of this place, I would guess that at some point people just started kind of getting paranoid and they started laying booby traps for each other, not wanting to be sacrificed. So they decided to kind of try to protect themselves with like booby traps and from the looks of it, possibly even guns, because I mean like this area kind of has just a bunch of ammunition just kind of sitting around in here, and this looks like it's kind of a where Veronica, I got like one item too many. Here, I'll drop my 7 whiskeys there on the counter, and
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
okay, it's just 8 missiles, it's just 12 pounds. Alright. So, let's see what's over here. Have any useful chems or anything? Nope, alright. I don't have enough to get into either of those. Looks like there's a mini nuke in there, which on survival is probably not the best idea to be trying to use. So that's the lower level. I don't want to head down there just yet. Kind of continue searching this top area, because I believe that I have another skill magazine somewhere in here that I can still find. that's an additional 3 points to my unarmed skill. Alright, I'm just back over here. Alright, so let's just kind of search through this area, see if I've got anything in here that could be useful. Alright, well I'm definitely finding some vault suits. I don't remember exactly how much I get for each of them, but they're only a pound for however much she's going to give me for them. That's not what I wanted. I didn't want the wonder glue. I just want the turpentine. Alright. I'm still not finding any of that horse nettle that I need to tan the hide of the geckos so that I can upgrade my leather armor. I believe I can also upgrade the metal armor as well, or the metal reinforced armor at least. So I think I've got everything that I need from in here, so let's go ahead and see about heading downstairs. So it kind of looks like I know where things are at. That is, although probably not right now because I'm looking for the overseer's office. It's because I've actually had to run through this vault a couple of times, and that's just because I had gotten this done in a previous episode, although I forgot about the tripwire there. Yeah, so I'd done this in a previous episode and got pretty deep into it and ended up blowing up both my legs. But what's that? Rebecca, where are you? What are you doing? Where are you at? Like, I don't like that you've... I mean, you're still okay. But just kind of hearing grenades and stuff going off. So yeah, so the last time I was in here, well, not the last time, so the time before the last time that I had done this on a previous episode, I wasn't paying attention and I basically blew myself up with a cluster of grenades from a booby trap.
Still looking.
And that killed me. And because of the way that I have the game set up to where it doesn't autosave with me like fast traveling or anything like that, I basically had done it at the end of the video, and it was this tripwire right here that released these grenades that blew the heck out of me and
Still
killed me. Then another time, so the last time that I was here, as I was exploring, I tried opening I think it was like a tool closet or something, and as I was closing it, the game freaked out and crashed on me. So I lost both of those entire episodes. So I do kind of remember kind of what's going on around here.
I worry too much.
But I should be okay. No. Alright. So that's why I was kind of a little bit worried when Veronica just kind of disappeared, and then I heard all of a sudden some grenades going off. Because I'd rather her not die, because she provides me with another quest to kind of go and get some other stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna have Veronica wait wherever she's at. I don't know where she's currently at. Alright, so Veronica, you wait here. And I'm gonna go down to the water. Ow. Like, I was the one that moved it. Why is it damaging? Alright. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, this area would probably be a lot more suspenseful if I could actually find, like, underwater enemies. But because I cannot, this area does not really have as much of a threatening kind of aura about it. Alright, so that should be the item I was looking for. It is. And it just leads me back here. Okay. Alright, Veronica, you can follow me again. And so we're gonna kind of go in here. And does this take me just back down to the other side of that? Yeah, it does. Alright. See if we can't head on. Alright, well, that man has got punched through the floor.
Still looking. You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Let's see here. There we are. And another underwater area. Alright, so you can keep looking in this corner, just stay here. Because I don't need you trying to follow me underneath the water. Because I do not know if you can drown or not. And if you can, that is going to be very annoying to deal with. Nope, nothing in there. Looks like this was a pretty empty area here, and I believe this just kind of takes me around to the other side of that average locked door. Which, if you don't have the rebreather for this, it can get kind of stressful just because you've only got like a very limited amount of time to actually kind of get over here. Yeah, it's just not going to let me open it. More turpentine. It's all good. Looks like we got one man left. Alright. There we are. So it looks like... And I guess other enemies are going to be up on the top. Whole bunch of food, that'll be nice. Got a ton of ammunition in here. So I think I might actually need flour for something. Alright, so this has a tripwire. What is that tripwire for? Has it already been set off? Did I set it off? Not 100% sure. Because the last time I was not 100% sure if I set off tripwires or not. I ended up dying and basically wasting an entire episode because it took me all the way back to when I had started the episode, and rather than make everyone watch the same episode all over again where I had to go and do the exact same stuff in the exact same order, go to the exact same places and talk to the exact same people, I just decided I'll just scrap that episode and re-record it. Alright. And it doesn't really look like I've got a whole lot of stuff in here that I'm going to want to kind of keep. But now, unfortunately, I am over encumbered, which makes me kind of want to head back and... Actually, is this all that there is here? Alright, so I'll just head back and I'll get Veronica and unlock the door. Just every time that I want to unlock the door, I have to use a locksmith reader. And I don't really want to do that unless I have multiple locks that I can unlock. But I do actually have a locked ammunition crate or ammunition chest that I can actually open up with it as well, as long as I can kind of walk over there fast enough. Alright, so let's see here. Go ahead. Well, I can read Nikola Tesla and you and Vigilism Illustrated. It's going to take off 4 pounds and increase my energy weapons and unarmed skill by 3 each. Let's see here. Lots of... I gotta go the long way around here. Alright. If I remember correctly, the chemist's perk should actually work with my magazines as well, if I remember correctly. I'm not 100% sure on that. I do know that it reacts to some things kind of odd like that. So I guess it views them as chems.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Let's see here. You got the other police baton. I'll just repair that so we're only carrying around 1 police baton at a time. And here, take all of those different ammunitions, and let's see here. hold all the flour. 2 packs of cigarettes, turpentine. No cartons of cigarettes, and that's fine. But I am now holding a bunch of food. So let's see here. Let's quickly prepare this up. And that is a lot of purified water all at once. Alright, well, I do still have some gecko steak I can actually eat. Some cola. And 2 purified waters I can drink. Actually, do I have any dirty water that I picked up? I do. There we go. So rat is pretty bad. And let's go ahead, just take some quick rat away for that. That should clear me all the way up. There we go.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Veronica can hold on to most of my beer. Rock flowers don't really weigh that much. But like cram, dandy boy apples, those all weigh like 1 each. Fancy lady snacks. Here, you can take all 6 gecko meats. Instant mash. Junk food. Pork and beans. Sugar bombs. And I think that should be good for now, because then I don't have to drink any alcohol to keep my strength up. And before this runs out, let's try to open this up. And yeah, I'm definitely giving those missiles to her as well.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you? Oh,
Alright, let's go. So I now no longer need to worry about her drowning from going under the water. Alright, so let's see what else I can kind of get up to in here. So I think I might have actually gotten everything in here, and I might need to go and check some other places. So yeah, this is basically just the speech that the Overseer kind of gave to the Vault Dwellers before the Vault Dwellers basically decided, yep, we're going to use you as the sacrifice and not us. So, yeah, unfortunately, he did not really get a choice in the matter, and he was chosen to be the sacrifice. But I do think I actually got the key to his terminal. So I think I can actually go and open up the sacrificial chamber now. And head down in there and kind of take care of that place once and for all. Probably actually going to have Veronica wait outside because it's a bunch of robots. And they have a bunch of laser weapons. It's like robots and turrets, and I really would rather Veronica not get turned into Swiss cheese by those guys. Although, yes, she does a fair amount of damage, and she hits rather hard. She is also a companion, and her dying means that she dies permanently, and I can't pull up my Pip-Boy and heal her the way I can do it for myself. Mail dorm, admin. to the Overseer's office. Let's see here. Here we go. Alright, so open the chamber. Alright. And Veronica, you wait
Should've
here.
Congratulations, Martyr. Your fantastic journey is only just beginning. Please proceed to the light and put your mind at ease. Go to the light. Welcome. Please sit in the chair. The show is about to begin.
Yeah, so it's all empty scotch and everything. And so these walls are
The
actually
show
big walls
requires that you sit in the chair.
on both sides, and
Greetings, Martyr, and welcome. If you're here now, it means you've been offered up as a sacrifice so that your vault can continue to thrive. Currently, you may be feeling sad or angry. Perhaps you never got to have grandkids, or to enjoy the pleasures of a fresh cigar. But march with your chin held high, soldier, and remember that each of us has an important role to play. For some people, their role might be to heal the sick. For others, it might mean they will drive a race car or fly a rocket ship. And some of us are meant to forfeit our lives for the good of the people. Sure, it might not be as fun as driving a race car, but it's every bit as important. Let's take a moment to reflect on the moments that made your life worth living. Think about that time you kissed your steady girl for the first time under the bleachers at the big game. Or when you snuck out after curfew to catch that new flick that your parents wouldn't let you see because it was too scary. Boy, were they right. And who could forget when you met the love of your life? What a looker. These are just examples. Do you feel that feeling stirring in your chest as you think of these things? Good. What you are feeling is peace. You've led a great life. Living it has been its own reward. But it is only the beginning. Close your eyes now and imagine what joys await you in the next life. The afterlife. Can you see them? Good.
Alright, yep, so it is now getting ready to start. So I'm actually going to take some slasher, because that's both damage resist and damage percentage increase. Go ahead and drink some water, some Nuka-Cola, and eat a ruby casserole. Just for some extra healing. Yeah, they're already shooting me through the door. Alright, and preemptive stim pack will probably... Alright, and I am taking a ton of damage, so another stim pack. Let's go ahead and we're gonna eat a couple of different things just to kind of make sure I survive through this. So gecko kebab, get the steak, grilled mantis. Crispy squirrel bits. Blood sausage. Where's the protector on? Protector's already dead. Alright, so that's all the turrets gone. Still recovering. Take a couple shots at some trusty. And that's my head. So before I get the concussion effect, let's go ahead and just repair that. Alright, well, that was painful. But I did survive it. So using bats actually, if I remember correctly, it does reduce the amount of damage that you're actually taking. So me taking damage from all the turrets and everything was being reduced while I was actually actively attacking in bats. But it's not, I don't think it's nearly as much as it was in Fallout 3, because in Fallout 3 it like reduced like a lot of damage, but in this game it's not nearly as much. So let's go ahead, activate the mainframe, override the lockdown. Download everything I can off of that. And I don't think I can actually loot the turrets, because in Fallout 4 you can loot the turrets, but I don't think you can in here, because I think they just basically explode and disappear. And yeah, I'm really glad that I did not bring Veronica in here to that, because that was an absolute mess. Although maybe like kind of dividing the fire might have been a little bit better.
Oh,
Actually, how much did that damage my armor? A good chunk. And let's go ahead. Just increase grease lightning. Do you still have...
you're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
You do have my power fists. Why are you not using it? So I'm pretty sure it's better than whatever power fist you're currently using, which is, I think, your standard one. But mine is fully upgraded, so I believe it actually hits a little bit harder. And I think I'm about ready to just kind of leave this place. Because I got what I came for. I disabled the Vault Sacrificial Chamber. Alright, I am all turned around right now. So, let's do the male dorms, let's do the female dorms. That's to admin. And this is blank, so I think it's this way. Yeah, because I want to be going up the stairs, not down them. Alright. There's the exit. Alright, so let's get out of here. And we should be home free to head back to the Brotherhood. Actually, I can probably sell some stuff, so No, this is still empty. I don't know. It's probably because it's nighttime. Alright.
How may I assist you?
Veronica, where you at? Oh wait, that was Veronica.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Alright, so she can hold on to... she can hold on to all the aid and all the wearable stuff. I'm just gonna take all the ammo. I can sell all the ammo stuff.
Hi there. Looking.
Alright, and with this, hopefully I should actually be back up to where I was at before I bought Grease Lightning. And I got a bunch of cigarettes that I want to trade as well. Cigarettes and pre-war money. Alright, that should be good. Yep, so I believe before I bought Grease Lightning I was at 33,000. Now I'm at 34, so
Give me a shout.
looks like I have made all the money back that I spent on the Power Fist I'm currently using. Alright, let's go hand over all these components. Let them know that I have solved all their problems.
Good to see you. Alive, that is. Have you found all of the components yet?
Alright, they're all right here.
Really? I mean, that's great. I knew you could do it all along. I'll get right to work installing these. Why don't you go tell the Elder the good news? I'm sure it'll be a huge load off of his shoulders.
Alright. Not this way.
How may I assist you?
Back again, I see. Have you found all the components we need?
Alright, did, and Lorenzo is on it.
Good news for a change. Your efforts have humbled me, outsider. You have done more than I could expect, even from my brothers. Moreover, I've been going over the Scouts' reports, and keep coming up with the same conclusion. The NCR is not the threat I've believed it to be. We should not have had to rely on your help in this crisis. I believed my actions were guided by caution and prudence, but I now see the truth. People called me a hero after what happened at Helios, but I left that battle scarred by fear, and have allowed that weakness to govern my actions. That ends now. I will undo the wrong I have done my brethren and lift the lockdown. With luck, we will once again flourish. Please, take this. It is a small token of my thanks, and scarcely begins to repay the debt owed you, but is all I am allowed to give an outsider. This key will allow you to use our safe house to the northeast. I hope it will prove useful in your travels.
Alright, so I am now liked by the Brotherhood, which is good. And let's see if Veronica has anything to say to me.
What'd you think of Mr. House? I was surprised he only had the 2 robot sex slaves.
Let's see here.
I like long walks in the desert and candlelit metal workshops.
Nowhere specific. I just know there are a lot of groups who are actually doing well for themselves out here. I want to understand how and why. See them at work. Can I make it up?
Alright, so it doesn't look like I've done enough with her
Nowhere
yet.
specific.
Would which is not a huge issue, but I'd rather not have her trailing behind me for more dangerous areas. Just because she does offer me one of the best tools against robots. And
Hello. Have you heard the news? Elder McNamara has lifted the lockdown. Good news for this store, let me tell you. I can't wait to start getting more goods. So what are you here for?
alright, so I did forget that she does actually carry some upgrades, but it doesn't look like it's anything that I kind of want. She does have the brush gun though, and a displacer glove. But that displacer glove is in pretty rough shape. But I can probably get it repaired without too much of an issue. Alright, and
Give me a
200
shot.
isn't too much to worry about.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
So let's go ahead and turn in all of these Vault jumpsuits to Vault 21. Although I'm not really looking forward to going to the strip just because I don't know if House is going to just straight up attack me. I've never done the part where I actually destroy the robots rather than do what Mr. House wants and just upgrade them instead. Just because I normally go for the Anarchy run where you kind of run Vegas yourself. So I don't know if the robots are just going to kind of attack me straight out. Looks like they don't, so it might be when I actually head up to Mr. House.
Hey, you there. I have a message for you. It's from Ambassador Crocker. Very important. Here you go.
Alright. Alright, so it looks like Crocker wants to have a conversation with me. Though not really super keen on it. Alright, Veronica, give me all of
Ooh,
those.
got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Hello. Well, well.
Do I have enough barter now? Speech only requires 65. Okay. I think I might actually be able to do that with my party time mentats that I had made previously. So that's +5 to charisma.
Well, well. Really? Well,
And I'm short by another. I do have a meeting people, so
well, well.
I messed it up.
Well, well.
Oh well. Let's see here.
Oh, that makes.
570 caps. Alright.
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
Alright, well, let's go make a couple of quick stops. I'm going to head to Novak first, and then I'm going to head down to the outpost.
Hey!
'Cause
That's enough of that.
once I actually hit the outpost, I can repair my displacer glove. And then I think it'll be time to actually head over and start the first DLC. Let's see here.
They'll never. No, sorry. You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
All of the food. And
Ooh,
actually,
got something good for me? Is it a dress?
all the turpentine. So I can put the turpentine in here with the rest of the stuff that I'm going to be using for tanning the hides. There we go. Safe. Let's go ahead and put centaur blood. I'm not really sure what I'm going to need that for. We can put the flour in here. All the lunch boxes. All the rat scorpion glands. And I don't have any ammo that I'm carrying, which is good. And in the refrigerator, let's go ahead and drop some stuff as well. So the atomic cocktails, I do not need 11 of those, just 5 should suffice for now. 5 beers. Put all this stuff away. Keep the doctor's bags. Let's see here. Put the gecko kebabs and the gecko meat away. Let's see here. Don't need all the instant mash. Don't need the junk food. Corn. Meat fruits. Pork and beans. And pretty sure I can put away some of the other stuff too, like some of the whiskeys, because I don't need to be carrying around 7 of them at a time. And the wine is okay because it provides me with a little bit of extra health because of Old World Gourmet, as well as the vodka. So I think I should be okay at this point. Alright, so let's go ahead. And you don't have anything
Ooh,
else
got something
on you,
good
do you?
for me?
No, you don't. Alright, so send you away.
That chip of yours? I wouldn't wager it on blackjack. Unless the dealer has a 5 or 6 showing.
Alright, it's time for us to part ways.
Why does everyone always say that?
We will not meet up at the Lucky 38 because I don't know if I have access to that even right now. Yeah, I just think we should right now.
Okay, then I guess I'll be back at the 188. Maybe digging in some dirt for scrap metal or something.
Alright, so she is now back at the 188. Let's go to the Mojave Outpost so I can get this stuff repaired. And then we can head on over to where the first DLC can be started. So for the DLCs, I tend to like to go with Old World Blues first, then Honest Hearts, followed by the Sierra Madre, and then with the very last one being the Lonesome Road.
Hello. Been doing a lot of good work out there.
Right, so 11,000 to repair everything, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, 6,000 of it goes to that, and 4,000 goes to that. Well. Alright. Well, my displacer glove now should be fully repaired. Worth quite a bit, but it requires 100 unarmed to actually wield
Throwing the
effectively.
Mojave almost
So, let's go ahead, and we're going to be heading over to the Mojave Drive-In.
makes you wish.
And I have to deal with a couple of little enemies over here. It's like this guy took out a legionary with the laser rifle that he had. Alright. And let's go ahead and sleep. But we're gonna have to sleep until about 10 o'clock at night. So if I sleep for 7 hours, it'll take me just a little bit of time to actually walk over to where the drive-in is. Alright. And of course there's enemies nearby. Why are you running away?
Whoa! You like that?
Alright, let's just take all of that. Looks like we got another enemy over here. Just a little mole rat. And some more. There we go. And looks like the movie's not started yet. So let's go ahead for another hour, and movie's up, which means that we can now head over to the DLC. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna eat some stuff really quick, just so that I am not dying of starvation or hunger when I get there. Drink some water. And let's eat some food too. Don't need anything super big. But I'm gonna need something more than just that sausage there, so go ahead and just eat a gecko steak. Alright. And we'll go ahead and we'll call it there for today. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you so choose, and I look forward to seeing everyone on the next episode.